What's up, world? It's your boy BLOCKREPP SHAD live with DigitalDopeboyz.
To provide, hoping I rise. I had to open my eyes. I know I was blind. They say that they love me. I know that they lying. When I was doing my time, they ain't hit up my mom or send me a dime.
Man, Tacoma, Washington. That's home right here. Born and raised. My response since coming home been very warm, man. Very receptive. They've been very receptive to my music and what I stand for and who I am as a person. And you know, I get a lot of love and respect out here. So you know, it's very humbling. At the same time, it motivates me. So it's like fuel for me. My influence in hip hop growing up. Honestly, man, I grew up off a lot of East Coast music. Redman, Method Man, Wu-Tang, Daz Effects, EPMD. Like, I was listening to music that the average person out here wasn't listening to, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I listened to West Coast music too. E40, The Click, Snoop Dogg, Dog Pound. Like, I feel like hip hop in general helped just mold me into who I am right now as a lyricist. So I still respect the bar factor. I still respect being able to actually rap. But at the same time, I respect being able to make a song. So I think just having that balance is key. Bad. Yeah, I was bad growing up, man. Honestly, you know, I remember this story. My mom always telling me this story about how I was like 8 or 9 years old and police came to her door talking about, ma'am, your son's down here and he's looking out for the older kids while they shoot dice and hustle, and like to the point where they was like, basically I was a lookout at 8 or 9 years old, and my mom was like, man, you bad, nigga. So you know, but I was also creative though. I've been rapping since I was young, 8, 9 years old, battling with this one kid down the street. So I always was creative and always, I don't know, I think I was seeking attention when I was young. Like I wanted to be a star. I knew I was a star and I knew I was gonna be a star type situation. So it's like, that's what made me want to do what I do now. My favorite aspect of Tacoma, I feel like it's a gift and a curse. I feel like Tacoma, the favorite aspect is it's small. So it's easy to become relevant, but at the same time, the curse is you can't get caught up in that, because you could be known in Tacoma and then the state over, they might not even know who you are. So just not getting caught up in the local celebrity, I feel like that's part of one of my main focus. A lot of people slap hands, pat me on the back, oh, you're doing good, but I'm trying to turn this into money at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's just the gift and the curse about Tacoma. But if you're doing something that you ain't supposed to be doing, some fuck shit, niggas gonna know about it because the city's so small. So if you are who you say you are, it's gonna speak for itself. Dream collabo. Well, I honestly don't have a dream collabo, but I would say if I was to work with somebody in the industry, I think at this point, honestly, I'd like to do something with Meek Mills. I feel like he got a good flow on what he stand for and what he rap about. You know, he don't change up talking about what's actually going on in the streets. On a regional level, I would say Lavish D, man, because I feel like he's self-efficient. He definitely pushes his own line. He does what he has to do without really getting the handout. You know what I mean? He's pushing his issue. So I respect that about him. As far as local, I got a song with Blue Flame. I like working with Blue Flame because his energy that he brings to the song, when he gets in that booth, he gives it to you. I think he finally figured it out. Not saying he didn't have it figured out, but I think he really is in tune with what he's actually doing. You know what I mean? Dope Kane, that's another dude. I think he makes good records. We got a few songs together. KC got some good records. He does his thing. Also, Don James, man, we did something last night. Don James, Beto Modest. Who else, man? I like MKF music too. I feel like they got a good they represent themselves the right way, and they stay in their lane, and they stay in pocket with their type of music that they make. But it's quality music, so I like MKF too. Great song, great song. You can hear the pain, but you can also hear the lyrical capability, and that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to just come out and just give the streets a record where I'm talking about females, or I'm talking about let's pop a pill, or I'm talking about something of that nature. I just wanted to get them something aggressive so they can hear that it's real. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm very versatile, and I like making different type of records. But I definitely had to represent myself the right way with just coming home. The future, takeover, man. It's time to really push this line. I'm finally out the halfway house, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's time to push that line, because I gave them a dose, but it's time to get them an overload, man, where they can really feel and hear who I am as a person, as an artist, and they can hear my story. You can find me, BLOCKREPP SHAD, on any social media site. You know what I mean? And BLOCKREPP on the way soon, BLOCKREPP Rug, BLOCKREPP Raw. You know, we out here, man. So it's just, we ready to push this line.